All right. Thanks for joining us, Coach. We'll start with any in-person questions first for Coach.
No, we don't think so. He just had some soreness yesterday and earlier this morning. Tested it, shoot around, tested it before the game, and felt a little soreness. So we just were on the safe side. And, obviously a preseason game. We still want to get a look at certain guys, and he's played quite a few minutes in all 3 games. So we took the safe approach. He'll be ready to go against New York.
Like 4 games. That's where you're at.
Yeah, some good, some bad. We've moved pretty slowly, kept it semi-vanilla for the most part, offensively and defensively. But it's time to start adding a little bit more. It's tough, with some of the lineups and the guys we got missing. But when they're here and ready to go, we'll get them up to speed. But the next 3 days are going to be obviously important. Start to focus on New York and add some more to our toolbox. Yeah, it's a common theme with us, and want us to improve vastly in that area. To your point, when things started going bad in the second quarter, we didn't get a few foul calls. We lost composure on the other end, and started crying to the refs a little bit too much. They got out in transition. We lost our focus on shooters, and I felt that was because of some of the foul calls. So just keep attacking the basket. The fouls are going to even out, but got to keep our composure there. Say one thing and get back if you have to, but we want to keep technicals down and for the most part just stay mentally tougher than we have been so far.
Zoom question, Coach, is from John Corrales.
Hey, Ime, to that end, when Grant had that play where he was really complaining to the ref and gave up the Bam dunk, yes. Was he benched as a direct result of that?
2 reasons, him complaining, but also I think he picked up his 4th foul on that play, or if I remember correctly. But the main thing I'm telling him to get back and stop worrying about the referee. Your guy is bringing it right behind you. So that was a part of it, but I think he did have his 4th foul as well. But, just a learning moment, and can't get caught up in that. You got to play through it just like they did. They played with pace. When we cried about calls, they were running out and got too many easy looks. So something, like I said, we've talked about early in camp, and something I'm going to keep hammering away on until we get to where we want to be.
Keith Smith.
Hey, Ime. With Romeo Langford, what have you seen from him throughout the preseason? Seems like he is playing with a confidence we haven't seen from him before, especially on offense.
Yeah, he is. He's had to take on a bigger load with Jalen being out and some guys sitting out certain games. So he's taking the challenge. He showed us that training camp as well as open gym, and now he's translating that to the game. So I've talked about it quite a bit with our young guys. Want to see them take a step in their progression and growth, and he's taken advantage of his time with guys being out. So we want to stay aggressive. You see moments and flashes of some youth in there every now and then, but for the most part, he's doing what we ask offensively and defensively, and he's a great playmaker and facilitator as well. So he brings a lot to the table.
Bobby Manning.
Hey, Ime, one more on Rob. The tendinopathy, what kind of feedback did you get on that from the trainers? And is that kind of something you're going to have to manage with minutes, or, just keeping an eye on it game in and game out?
I haven't heard much other than he was just sore today. And so we wanted to be on the cautious side. Like I said, played quite a bit in all 3 games, and he's a guy that, is obviously invaluable to our team and what we want to do. So we wanted to take the safe approach tonight with the other guys missing out and not overload his minutes when he's feeling a little something. So if it was a regular season game or playoff game, he'd obviously be playing, but we want to be safe tonight. And, we'll manage it over the next few days. Got a day off tomorrow. Guys get a chance to rest their bodies and start mentally focusing for the opening night.
Back to John Corrales.
Hey, Amy, back to Romeo and even Aaron. When we talk about confidence, how important is that? How important is confidence? We hear about it all the time, but can you just explain what it is for a young player, especially to play with confidence? What does that do to help his game?
Well, that's one of the top things. Obviously, you got to play, we got to believe in these guys, show them how much they mean to us. And at the same time, they have to show us their growth on their side. So they've worked all summer at it. Confidence is one thing, but actually getting into a game and having that live action is probably second to none. So the fact that they're getting out there, getting a lot of reps and minutes, they're showing us what they could do. But we need that from them. We know the team will take a big step if they grow like we need them to. And so we got a good mix of veterans, young guys, and we're hoping they all step up together collectively with Peyton, Romeo, Aaron, and Grant, and all bring us a little something different so we can rely on those guys night in, night out. Seen some moments of inconsistency with the young guys, but for the most part, they have stepped up and you're seeing their improvement overall.
We'll wrap it up right there. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.